Thanks, Shelby. And let's bring in now our expert panel, former member of European Parliament and journalist Alex Phillips joining us today. And also with us, British Royals commentator Hilary Fordwich. She is also the president of Starmer LLC, two of the best here to give us some perspective. Ladies, welcome in. Prime Minister Keir Starmer under pressure at home over Peter Mandelson, the vetting scandal. How will this impact his political future? Because he's been making a lot of headlines, of course, with NATO as well and the Strait of Hormuz. This is just another bad headline. Alex, first to you.
Yeah, I mean, it's another mad headline, but what we've got in the United Kingdom is a human rights lawyer, a very accomplished barrister, some might argue, but who's hopeless at politics. And so what we saw in the cross-examination in Parliament today is technicalities, procedures, protocols, slipping around, trying to determine what's inadmissible, what isn't, but no real answer to the question of why did our Prime Minister remove from a position of authority the current, or then current American ambassador, who is highly respected, good at her job, doing great work, to replace her with a political appointment of a man who was known to be toxic. He was infamous. He had the nickname the Dark Prince because he had resigned from government on two previous occasions for allegations of corruption, inappropriate relationships. All of this stuff was clearly available. It was known throughout the whole of the United Kingdom. And yet the one question Starmer's not been able to answer is why that appointment was made. But what he's doing is managing to get off on every single technicality, covering his own back, firing everybody else, never pointing the finger of blame at himself. And I think actually he will survive this. He'll survive this because he's so good at doing that. But he may not survive terrible results in the forthcoming May elections.
Hilary, do you agree with that, that Alex says that he will survive this?
Oh, Alex is absolutely right on every single one of her excellent points there. The only thing I'll add is when he was pointing fingers at absolutely everybody else, the one thing that I wish all the Conservatives had done is just said, why didn't you ask? Why didn't you ask? And they should have all got up literally and walked out because he should have asked, because he pointed the finger with every single other juncture. The other thing is there's two issues that he's got to deal with in addition to this. The most major issues are, as Alex mentioned, will he survive these local by-elections that are coming up? There are elections in the UK. And of course, he has literally almost single-handedly destroyed the very special relationship with the US. When you don't have a good relationship with President Trump, even those in all of the British Isles that know that he's not the perfect president, they don't even like him, they will be upset about that.
Which tees us up to that. So King Charles, Camilla are coming over, and Hilary, we sat next to each other in New York for hours of royal coverage. It was fantastic, but now we have this other diplomacy. They'll have tea. Can the visit and the optics here repair some of the strained relations? First to you, Alex.
Yeah, well, I think in many respects they can, because Donald Trump has a huge amount of respect for the royal family. And it's no new thing that the royal family is sent out as ambassadors by the government for this exact purpose. So I think it would do some good in the short to medium term to mollify things. But as Hilary was saying, I think the special relationship between the two leaders is forever broken. You have to wonder whether America have been taking decisions not to keep the United Kingdom informed of things because of Peter Mandelson. We know a dossier was handed to the FBI at the time of his appointment as American ambassador. So I don't think the general public will ever really understand or know quite what damage this has done in terms of intelligence sharing. I think a change of government will change a lot of that. But I do think the royal visit will be an opportunity for the two nations, at least, to put on a public display of standing shoulder to shoulder.
And obviously will be fun to watch as well. President Trump is always interesting in these moments as well, and his ability to kind of make news. Hilary, as we see, obviously in the Oval Office, but now with the tea, what will you be looking for? And obviously the outcome as well, what it means. America's 250th. 10 seconds. Final thoughts, Hilary.
I just think it will be improved. I think that President Trump has a great deal of respect for the British royal family. I think that this is King Charles's defining moment. He knows if he can repair that special relationship and put the nations back on track, he will go down in history as repairing it. That's what he wants.